the time of the famine, the Flynn family lived on a small farm at Liberty Moor, south of Roscommon. Their son, Patrick O'Flynn, sculpted an amazing monumental work of art from a boulder and rocks in a field near his home. The local schoolteacher, Master Larkin, told his history class there was a castle nearby and one of the landlords wanted to take over the castle and its land. He failed to evict the family and they were liberated. The area became known as Liberty and Liberty Castle. Patrick was born to Patrick and Julia Flynn in 1854. His mother Julia died when he was 9 years old. His father Patrick lost his house and farm. Their ancestors, before they came to Moor, had a long tradition of blacksmiths in their family. Patrick had a forge between Liberty Bridge and the spire at Tubereen. He was shown stonemason skills and how to use his chisels by an old friend, O'Rourke. Word spread he was sculpting a Celtic cross monument for his family in Kilbegley churchyard. A local landlord saw his masterpiece and offered him a generous fee to do one for his family. Patrick O'Flynn refused the offer and said it would not sharpen my chisels. The symbols on Celtic crosses are teaching aids. Patrick knew his faith, loved his family and got great encouragement. A reporter from the Western News published an article, Revival of Ancient Irish Art, Celtic Crosses by P. O'Flynn. It was recorded on papers nationwide and across Europe. The Irish Builder, the New Zealand Tablet. Before Patrick erected his Celtic cross in Kilbegley, it was vandalised in the dark of the night. Patrick O'Flynn repaired his masterpiece, the Pietà in Rome and Our Lady of Czestochowa in Poland were also vandalised. This is an Ordnance Survey map of the 1840s. The cross. The front panel is the crucifixion. On top, a figure of St. Michael with a trumpet in his hand. On base, ivy symbolises fidelity and wedded love. Top west side is a small Latin cross, symbol of Christianity. The background on the stone is covered with a diamond-like net. Each diamond has a circular dome in the centre. Opposite side is a small budded cross, also called an apostolic cross or cathedral cross, symbol of faith, hope and love. On the back, St. Patrick wearing a mitre with the shamrock in his left hand. The shamrock symbolises the Holy Trinity. In his right hand a crosier and a serpent under his feet, an evil spirit. The background is decorated with shamrocks. The serpent is on the O'Flynn family crest also. An angel kneeling with hands joined in prayer, surrounded by grapes in a vineyard. The vineyard symbolises the church. Workers represent the clergy bringing the faithful to God. The base, the lily, symbolises chastity and purity. The dove symbolises the Holy Spirit and peace. Base at back, banner with air cheer, meaning our country. The harp is flanked by a round tower and a Celtic cross. According to paper report, the harp is a symbol of Brian Boru's harp. Legend has it Brian's son Donnacha presented the Pope with his father's harp and crown on a visit to Rome in 1064. In 1521, Pope Leo gave it to King Henry VIII to celebrate his new title as Defender of the Faith. The harp is on Irish coins since then and is the national symbol for Ireland. Brian's harp is now in Trinity College, Dublin. A blacksmith from Nobber, County Meath, came to live and work in Roscommon. His son Thurlock O'Carolan was a blind bard. Thurlock played the harp to entertain the gentry. He composed a love song and a planksty for the O'Flynns. He said O'Flynn's beer was the only beer that ever quenched his thirst. In ancient times, Kilbegley was in the same diocese as Seven Churches. The monks farmed the land around Kilbegley, grew and milled corn there. One of the high crosses in Seven Churches has a millstone as its base. Patrick planned against emigrating, but changed his mind. Patrick and his brother Thomas both sailed to America. Before they left, they celebrated an American wake. 6,012 Irish arrived in Boston in 1 week during the famine. 12 out of every 100 died on coffin ships of fever during voyage. One ship's logbook recorded, of the 416 passengers on board, 37 died before reaching American shores. From the Tierney family, only young Francis, age 8, arrived, an orphan. Another passenger, Lizzie Flynn, left home with husband and child and arrived a widow. On arrival, they were confronted with signs. No Irish need apply, no Irish wanted. Patrick landed on his feet. He met Maria Boland. Thomas and Patrick were both married in the same church by the same priest. Patrick and Maria raised a family of 6 children. The first child, a daughter, was named after Julia, her granny, buried in Kilbegley. The second, a son, named after Patrick O'Flynn, Liberty. Patrick died, aged 71 years, on the 25th of May 1925 and is buried in St. Joseph's Graveyard, West Roxborough, Boston, alongside Kellys, Coghvans, Kinneys and Cartys, and all the other names you will find in Kilbegley. Close by is John Francis Fitzgerald, grandfather of JFK. Goyamish ar son na Moragh. Sé the batha wira, Tálan de Grosta, Táintir na Lat, is Banahu, Irmana agus is Banaha, Turb the Rena Isa, and Nibura Waterjay, Guirin na Paki Nish agus Roor Amash Amen, in Anamanahar agus a Vic agus a Spirit Neve. Amen.